ugly. Ooh. A big puppy. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. My name is A, and today we're going to be talking about something that we haven't really talked about before, but I got this idea from Twitter, actually, and I don't know, I just kind of thought it'd be cool to sit down with you guys and talk about a few things and tell you a couple little stories. Today we are going to be talking about celebrities that we have met and the first impressions that we've gotten from these celebrities. I'm going to tell you guys a few stories of my own from some experiences I've had, and if you guys really enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Let us know if you want to hear more. Without further ado, let's get started. So as you guys know, we are musicians. We do a lot of different kinds of shows and things like that. And we also live in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a music city, so we see a lot of musicians, but we also see a lot of actors, athletes, all sorts of people come to Nashville. We all used to play on Broadway. It's pretty much just a street of bars, and there is live music happening all day, all night. I want to say it was 2016. It may have been 2015. This was one of those very particularly cold nights in Nashville. It gets really cold in the winter, and we were playing indoors. So there weren't that many people out and about. We're just doing our thing, we're playing our music, and in walks Sam Smith. Now, this was like during the peak of Sam Smith's career. He was really big at this point, and everybody knew who Sam Smith was. He was very popular. He came in with a couple of friends. He sat down at a table pretty close to us and just enjoyed the music. I was totally like excited because I think that Sam Smith is really talented. And so I really wanted to talk to him. I wanted to get a photo with him so bad. And as soon as I saw him getting up and getting ready to leave, I was like, this is my moment. I am going to go talk to him. So I got up the courage to go and speak with him. And he was really enjoying the show at this point. Like, you could tell that he was really enjoying our music, which was very, very flattering. He agreed to take a photo with us, which I will insert here. But there's us with Sam Smith. I was so excited, as you can tell. I'm going to try my British accent here, but he said, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Just keep doing it. I'm embarrassed. And that was so nice. That was such good advice from someone that was like really successful. He was actually there to play a show. He had just played a show. But yeah, Sam Smith came to our show and he enjoyed it, which I think is the best part. So yes, and that's how we met Sam Smith. I'm going to go ahead and shift gears here a little bit, and I'm going to tell you about a negative experience I had with a celebrity that was kind of disappointing. I'm just going to spill a little bit of tea, a little bit of the tea. So at the time, I was playing regularly with a different band, and we were playing a lot of the more country-driven kinds of bars. So if you know Broadway, then you know that when I say the most famous bar on Broadway, you probably know which one I'm talking about, and it is predominantly traditional country. There is a very small room in the front of this bar, and it is very narrow. It is usually packed to the ceiling. It is always so busy in there. Like I said, very small stage, very narrow, small room, and because of this, the male singer, along with the drummer, the bass player, the guitar player, and the occasional fiddle would all be on this very tiny stage. And the female singer would stand on the bar. So I look over to the front door and I see Kid Rock, followed by an entire entourage, coming up to the VIP table to have a good time, enjoy some music, and have some drinks. I go over to the VIP table, I speak with everyone at the table and Kid Rock himself, and I, ask them if they need anything, if they're having a good time, if they'd like to hear a song, and just basically trying to make conversation with them. And I was not received very well. It was kind of like they didn't really want me to talk to them. I went back to stand right next to the bar before I got up on the bar to perform and play a song. Kid Rock's manager came over to me and said, "You are not allowed to stand here." I very politely said, "Actually, sir, I'm in the band. I'm actually the female singer. This is where I'm supposed to stand." He did not receive this well, and he proceeds to tell me that he knows my boss and he would be happy to call my boss and tell him that I am not listening to him. I got a little bit frustrated and I was like, sir, this is my job and this is where I'm supposed to stand, and if you'd like to call my boss and tell him that I'm standing somewhere that I'm not supposed to be standing, please be my guest, because I know that I'm doing my job as I'm supposed to be doing it. Directly after that, Kid Rock decides that he would like to play a few songs. And there was only one Kid Rock song that we knew that we played like semi-regularly that was on our set list. He was demanding that they play a particular song of his, and they did not know it. So they were like, so what key is it in? And he didn't even know. So he proceeds to try to lead the band through a weird mashup of his song and a very popular Merle Haggard song. The crowd was quite confused. The crowd did not know what to do. He then proceeded to yell at the crowd and say some borderline racist things to them. And he actually finished out my gig entirely. He played the second half of my gig for himself. You would think that someone as successful as Kid Rock would maybe want to tip the band. I at least would. If it was me, if I decided to take up their stage time without even asking permission, I would tip the band. After the fact, the next day, I actually even got word that Kid Rock himself called my boss and basically just tried to get us fired. I know that celebrities have bad days, bad nights, and I understand that maybe I caught him on a wrong night. He actually does have a bar here in Nashville now. I really do hope that since opening his bar on Broadway that he treats other bands and other musicians better than he treated me and my band. Okay, so my last story is about how I met Drake. It was in 2017, I believe. I was playing a show in Memphis, Tennessee. After we played the gig, I was in the green room just getting my stuff together, packing up my stuff, and Cal came over to me and he said, hey, do you want to meet Drake? And so I said yes. We walked down Beale Street a little ways to the Hard Rock Cafe. It was completely closed down and closed, like roped off with a bunch of security outside. Really intense security. They did a whole pat down and everything. So we went up the stairs to this closed off area where there were tons and tons of people and really, really, really loud music, an open bar, and this was a party for Drake. Drake actually was in Memphis, Tennessee that weekend because he took his cousin to homecoming. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'll put a little picture here if I can find it of him taking his cousin to homecoming. It was quite interesting, actually. This was right around when he released Passion Fruit, if you guys remember that song. And they were playing Passion Fruit on a loop because it had just come out. I think it came out that day or the day before. So they were just playing Passion Fruit over and over and over again. It was the weirdest thing. And the first thing that we do is my friend introduces us to Drake's father, and he's super, super nice guy. Seems like he's in a great mood. He's having a great time. Soon after that, I see Drake across the room. And he's being so low-key. He's being so coy. He's just chilling. He really stuck by his family and just stayed in his own little inner circle. He gave off a very humble vibe. I'm like, should I go talk to him? Should I go say something to him? Like, I love Drake so much. I want to talk to him, but I'm so nervous. And, you know, Cal's like, Annalise, like, when are you gonna be this close to Drake? So I saw him talking to his dad and I was like, this is my in. I've met his dad. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like start a conversation with his father and just kind of like then slowly get in a conversation with Drake. Now, I just wanna say this really quick. The first thing I noticed about Drake was how incredibly beautiful his beard was. So precisely groomed, and he smelled really good too. He smelled like riches. No, I'm just kidding. Well, he did. I introduced myself and I say, "Hi, Drake. I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of your music. I really love what you're doing. And I just wanted to say hello and meet you." We shook hands. He said it was really nice to meet you too. And we chatted for a very short amount of time. We chatted, like literally just small talk. And honestly, I was just pleased that he was even making eye contact with me. His dad, of course, is like also in this conversation. He was in high spirits. And he's like, "Honey, I haven't seen you in years. How are you?" I don't know, we just met like 15 minutes ago. I panicked and I decided I would go along with it. "I am great. It's been ages. How are you?" I was really hitting it off with his dad. We were really becoming buddies, and it was not exactly why I went to this party. I was not trying to like hang out with Drake's dad, although his dad's so nice and such a sweetie. But yeah, I shook Drake's hand and became really good friends with his dad. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed those stories of mine. I have actually a really funny story about Quavo if you guys want to hear about that. Make sure you comment below and let me know. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We post videos every Wednesday. Make sure you hit that little bell icon so you can be notified every time that we post. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Annalise, and I will see you next time. Bye. I know I look like really put together from here up, but actually, I'm wearing sweatpants.